It's the Pepsi All Request Hour on 95.3 The Bear. You hear the OJs singing about money. That means it's time to talk to our official Steve Shannon Morning Show money man, financial advisor, Lance Hokut. Lance Hokut Financial Services. He can advise you, discuss your finances, help you with your money, a more comfortable approach. LanceHokut.com would be a good start. I got him on the phone right now. Lance Hokut, good morning, my friend. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Happy Thursday. You know what Thursday is, don't you?
What is Thursday?
One day closer to Friday, baby.
Amen. And hallelujah. Hallelujah.
That's right.
Okay, I got this message that I love. It came yesterday. I actually...
Did they tap the app?
They did. They tapped the app 95.3 The Bear and messaged us. And I printed it so I'd remember this morning. It says, please tell your radio financial advisor that I believe in what advisors do. Back in 1998, my advisor told me about a company called Amazon. Glad I took his advice. Still own those stocks today. I thought that was a great message.
That is awesome. It's all about planning, folks. It's a long, and I love that. 1998. How long ago was that? That was a long time.
22 years ago, because I was born 1998.
JG, 22 years old.
22. Oh, to be 22.
You know JG, my oldest daughter, guess how old she is?
My age.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that shows the whole thing about planning, y'all. Whoever that was that bought that stock, they had no idea.
Nope.
But the compounding of returns, the compounding of interest, and hopefully they've used the dividends and growth to do some other stuff. That's what it's all about. It is not about today. It's not about today's market, which I believe is really highly priced right now. It's not about anything happening right this moment if it's for your future 5, 10, 20 years from now. It's about then. And it's about coming up with a plan and working the plan.
And that, of course, is something you can help folks listening right now do. Come up with a plan, right?
That's exactly right. And you know what? Hudson Pool's got a great sale going on, even though I do believe the market's a little highly priced still. Look, we started at $29,000 sometime in February when this thing started coming down. We're at $24,000 today. The market's on sale right now. I think it goes further on sale before we get through this, but that's what we do every single day. A more comfortable approach. Hey, I got a question for you. I sent you a video link the other day. What you think about that?
Wait now, you got to remind me. I'm not sure I got it.
My Shelton statement. You didn't see that?
Oh, I did see that. I was impressed with that. I learned something about you. I had no idea that your college education started at Shelton State, and then, of course, you received other degrees and went to University of Alabama. But listen, I was ready to go sign up for a class at Shelton State after I watched that.
You know, the Shelton State commitment to our local.
That's right.
Steve, you grew up here. You know, it used to be on 15th Street. That's where it started. Moved to Skyland, and now they're at the campus down there on 69. It's just a great story about helping young people do what's best for them, for their education. I think America messed up, and when we said everybody had to have a 4-year or greater, I think there are people. Look, there are things that break today that we can't fix because we didn't teach anybody how to do it.
That's exactly right.
And I am very impressed with what they have done down there. The people down there are local. They're our friends. They go to church with us. They're in our community, and that's what I love about that place down there. So thanks for letting me share that with you real quick.
I enjoyed that video. Once you reminded me what I had looked at, it was very impressive, very well done, and nice of you to do that on behalf of Shelton State. Now, that is a remarkable facility, too, by the way. If anybody is here and has never seen it, we do a show from there once a year when they do their career day, which is incredible. But that facility is excellent.
Yeah, it's one of the top-notch flagship state community colleges out there, and they do a phenomenal job. Shannon Chandler with the foundation out there raising money. They've got a Wine, Women, and Shoes coming up. Depending on what the governor does the next couple of days, y'all, I'm scared to death. I'm thinking she's going to put the hammer back to us. Maybe she needs to. I don't know. What are y'all thinking about that?
Well, I'm a little concerned too. We've talked to the mayor. We've talked to our physician on call, Dr. Ramesh Paramsetti. We saw the highest number of people testing positive for corona in Tuscaloosa County with 40. That was yesterday. So there is cause for concern. The last thing we want to do, I know, is go back but we also don't want a phase 2 on this thing that's worse than phase 1. So, who knows?
I was just talking with Mayor Tony Lester of Moundville, and he said that it was a good point that I hadn't thought about. We're just now getting the testing capabilities down in the rural areas. Mm-hmm. So it's not like the cases are new. The cases have been there. They're just confirming them. So I don't know, guys. I think we got to get back to work, but I'm kind of torn. What do we do here?
I'm going to think positive. I'm going to pray for the best, and I am going to pray also that we have an Alabama Crimson Tide football season.
Amen.
We'll get a big announcement from the SEC tomorrow regarding that. NCAA saying those college football and basketball players can voluntarily return to campus June 1st. So that's going to be interesting.
That's a good move, but you know what? SEC's based where? Birmingham, Alabama. They're probably going to rely a whole lot on the governor of their state to give them some guidance. So I don't know. I'm hoping we get a football season in as well, mainly because I know y'all. Some of the listeners may be going, "Why are we talking about football? Why are we talking about COVID?" Folks, this is economics. This is economics 101.
It sure is.
How it's impacting you every single day. So that's why it's important to get this stuff moving again, get people out of masks, and get the reality back.
Lance Hokut, in your educated opinion as a financial advisor, I hate to even verbalize this. If we don't have a college football season, discuss the impact of that. Can the economy here in Tuscaloosa survive?
If you look at the economic impact of every game, and don't hold me to this, but I remember seeing numbers of somewhere between $6 million on a regular game to somewhere north of $12 million for a huge SEC weekend.
Yep.
On that weekend alone, think about the impacts to the VRBOs of the world. Think about the impacts to the hotels. Mm-hmm. I mean, we saw City of Fairfield file for bankruptcy the other day.
That's
I
right.
hope that doesn't happen here. But if we lose those 6 days of revenue on top of all of the concerts that we've lost, on top of all of the other events that Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports does with Don Staley, and all the things that we would normally go on in spring and summer, guys, I'm telling you,
I know
it's going to be a difficult economic for us to continue. I saw a report that Cornell University, I believe, don't quote me on it, I think it's in Ithaca, New York. Mm-hmm. There's also an Ithaca College. So in that city, there are 26,000 permanent residents. When Cornell and the other university go back in class, that doubles the size. So they're a little bit smaller than Tuscaloosa. But that mayor is already saying, look, if we don't have classes in the fall, we're bankrupt.
Yeah.
And it's because of all the impact. And I've said this a lot to people about, let's use the University of Alabama as an example. It's not just the professors and the administrators. It's the staff. It's the guy or gal who sells Starbucks in, I know, unpaid advertisement there, that sells coffee in Bidgood or Austin Hall. It's the guy or gal who cleans up. It's the guy or gal who is providing sales at the soup store that cascades down. So let's say we go to online. None of those jobs are needed because we're not using the facility. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, it reaches deep and affects so many people. It is a big deal. So the next several weeks are just critically important.
That's why I want you to plan. I want you to have that cash reserve. That's your first level. Let's go and look at your 401k and pull some out if we need to, only if we need to. Call us, Lance, at LanceHokut.com, 205-345-9733. Again, Lance Hokut Financial Group is an independent firm. We clear through SA Stone. By the way, that LanceHokut.com, there's an error on the website right now. We should have a construction page up soon, so don't fret if you click it. God bless y'all. We'll talk to you. Hey, I'm not going to be in studio tomorrow, but we'll talk to you anyway.
Very good. We'll have questions. If you have a question, tap that app, send it to us, and Lance will answer it tomorrow morning about this time. I love our conversations. Always learn so much. Lance Hokut, everybody. LanceHokut.com. They'll get that under construction and taken care of. 95.3 The Bear. Looking out for you. Some financial advice.